Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins. We're experts at AI coaching and helping professionals like you and your employees upskill in AI.
So what we're digging into today comes from a really insightful article. It's titled, AWS Boss Explains Why Investing Billions in Both Anthropic and OpenAI is an Okay Conflict. It was written by Julie Bort and published over on TechCrunch back on April 8, 2026.
All right, here's how we're going to break this all down. We'll start with the surprising investment itself. Then we'll look at the apparent conflict it creates. After that, we'll dive into AWS's compete and partner model to get some historical context. Next up, we'll talk about the new rules of AI, what the cloud strategic endgame really is, and finally, what your takeaway should be from all of this.
So let's start at the beginning, right? The core of this whole discussion is Amazon making some absolutely massive financial commitments to two of the biggest names in AI, who just so happen to be direct competitors.
And here's where it gets interesting. On one hand, you have Amazon Web Services, or AWS, investing $8 billion in its longtime partner, Anthropic. But on the other hand, they're also investing a massive $50 billion in OpenAI, Anthropic's fiercest competitor. I mean, from any traditional business standpoint, that just looks like a major strategic contradiction. It's perplexing.
So, you can see why this situation immediately brings up some serious questions. We're talking about potential conflicts of interest and a real challenge to everything we thought we knew about business loyalty.
I mean, it really boils down to this fundamental question, doesn't it? How can a company, from a strategic perspective, justify pouring money into two companies that are in a head-to-head battle to dominate the very same market? It seems to fly in the face of every rule in the strategic investment playbook.
Well, to really get to the bottom of this, we need to listen to what AWS CEO Matt Garman has to say. And it's not just about his words, it's about a business philosophy that Amazon has been following for a very long time. As it turns out, this kind of move, it's not new for them at all.
And here's what Garman says, quote, "We've built this muscle up of how we go to market with our partners, but we also may even have first-party products that compete with them, and that's okay." So you see, he doesn't see it as a conflict. He actually frames it as a core strength, something they've intentionally developed over the years, this ability to both partner with and compete against the same companies.
And this isn't some new strategy they cooked up for the AI boom. No, this way of thinking is baked into the DNA of AWS, right from its founding back in 2006. They've always partnered up to build their ecosystem. A perfect example today? They actually host services from huge competitors, like the database giant Oracle, right on their own cloud platform. Think about that.
Now, it's really important to get this next point. Amazon isn't operating in a vacuum here. What they're doing is actually part of a much bigger shift, a trend that is completely rewriting the rules for how money flows in the world of AI.
You can think of it like an AI gold rush. The old rules about investor loyalty, they're pretty much out the window. Take Anthropic's latest funding round, for example. It included over a dozen investors who are also putting money into OpenAI. And get this, the most surprising name on that list is Microsoft, which, as you know, is OpenAI's main cloud partner. Everyone is hedging their bets.
So when you see everyone backing multiple horses, it points to the real endgame for cloud providers like AWS and Microsoft. See, their goal isn't to pick the one winning AI model, not at all. Their goal is to own the entire racetrack where all the models have to compete.
And what does that racetrack look like? Well, it's about becoming an essential, can't-live-without-it platform. Think of it as an AI model routing service. Here's how it works. You, the customer, give the platform a task. The platform then automatically figures out the best, most efficient AI model for that specific job and sends it there. For you, this is great. You get the best performance at the lowest cost. And for the cloud provider, it's the perfect chance to slip in and promote their own in-house AI models as one of the options. It's a brilliant middleman strategy.
Okay, so that's the high-level corporate chess game. But what does all of this mean for you, for professionals, and for your organizations on a practical level?
The big takeaway here is a move towards something we can call strategic agnosticism. What that means is the game is no longer about being loyal to one single AI model vendor. Instead, the new imperative is to use the best possible tool for whatever job you're trying to do. And these cloud platforms, they are fighting to become the central hub where you make those agnostic choices.
And all of this leaves us with a really fundamental question to think about. In this race for AI dominance, where even the biggest players are hedging their bets and choosing to control the platform rather than form exclusive alliances, is the very idea of loyalty to a single vendor now completely obsolete?
Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you like these videos, use the QR code at the beginning of this video to buy us a coffee or hire us to coach you or your employees in AI. Please subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel and be sure to like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.